Kitty Kitty. This is my vlog where I talk about all the things I love about sewing, and I've got a little bonus episode today because I broke my fabric buying ban. It was a self-imposed fabric buying ban. I have tons of fabric in my stash and I really wanted to sew my stash, but this was partly my husband's fault because he pointed out that myfabrics.co.uk, I will put the web address down here, had a sale on their organic Tula kids jersey at £4.55 a metre. So prices like that are too good to pass up, aren't they? And starting to think about autumn sewing, so I purchased myself some of their organic jersey. It's wet still, so the colour might be slightly different to real life, but here it is. I got 1 metre of this one. It's got lovely little foxes and squirrels and owls and hedgehogs, really autumnal on sort of like a minty pale green background, and I just couldn't resist a metre of that. I think what I might do is either make another dress for my girls, a jersey dress, a bit like if you've ever seen the Minetta dress. This is a children's version, so it's like a t-shirt style top with a gathered jersey skirt, and my middle daughter has worn hers all summer and sort of practically lived in this jersey dress, and it's really comfy. So I'm either going to make one of those, or they might be leggings, or I don't know, the possibilities are endless. It's 1 metre. Now I have to admit they had quite a few left in the sale, but I think when I checked yesterday they pretty much sold out of nearly everything. So at £4.55 a metre, a lot of people cottoned on and did the same as me, so I'm sorry you may not be able to get hold of any. And I did make a mistake with the next one because it's not jersey. I was expecting jersey when it came through the letterbox, but actually it's cotton. And because they had the same design in both a jersey and a cotton, I must have accidentally clicked on the cotton and not the jersey. In fact, I think the jersey was sold out, unsurprisingly, because it's really beautiful fabric. So I'll just open this one for you. You can see, if I bring it up close to the camera, it's got fox faces all over it, and it's on a turquoise background with this really bright orange. And I was hoping to make my son, who's got really ginger hair, a cute t-shirt, because I thought that would really look amazing on him. But since it's cotton, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe a shirt instead. I did suggest maybe a shirt. The girls saw it and were like, oh, we want dresses out of that. So who knows what that's going to become. But there's a metre there, so there's a good amount. And like I said, it's called Tula. You can see on the selvage there, Tula Kids, and they're organic cotton and cotton jersey. So these were bargains, and whilst I happened to be on myfabrics.co.uk, I was perusing, having really enjoyed the success of my hoodie in the last video. I really want to make another one, but in like a mustard colour. So I've got this really nice mustard jumper. I think actually I was wearing it in the first video I ever filmed, and people always comment on the colour when I wear it and how it suits me. So I wanted to make myself something mustard this autumn. So I bought some French terry, and this is a really lovely, quite a lightweight French terry. It's got lots of drape to it, so it would be nice for autumn. It's probably not as warm as it could be if I wanted to make a winter style hoodie, but it's got like a marl effect. I don't know whether the light's going to be very easy. No, it's going funny because I'm probably see it better there. It's got like a marl effect, so there's a grey running through this mustard, which means actually it's quite a nice depth of colour, and I'm looking forward to turning that into probably either a Stella hoodie, or I might go for a grain line studio, or I might treat myself because last winter everybody was making toaster sweaters and I never got round to buying the patterns, so maybe a toaster sweater, I don't know. But that was £11 a metre, which I thought was reasonable, so I got 1.5 metres of that, so I got a bit of leeway as to what to do with it. And also there may be a bit left over because I think my son will probably look quite good in mustard too, so we've got similar colouring. So that was that, and then whilst I was out during the summer holidays with the kids, I happened to find myself, accidentally on purpose, really near to a fabric shop called Lovely Jubbly Fabrics, and I will put the link, the details down here. She mainly specialises in cottons, really nice printed cottons, and she's got prints of everything you could dream of really, but started doing jersey fabric. So I went in to have a little look round, and I bought, which is also a bit damp because it's been washed, this really lovely cotton sweatshirting with dinosaurs all over it. And I haven't seen dinosaurs like this before. They're actually really lovely, like drawings of dinosaurs. And I only got 1/2 metre of that one, with the intention of making my son either a sweatshirt or maybe tracksuit bottoms, because he's only 5, 1/2 metre should be plenty to get something autumnal out. It's funny how the weather changes and then you start to think about making winter clothes. So those were all my fabric haul purchases, and you know, once the floodgates are open, that's it. I was really good for about 6 or 7 weeks, and it's all gone to pot now. But hey, at least it's good for you and creative. Could be worse, could have a worse addiction. So yesterday I was kind of not sure what to do with myself. My daughter wanted to do a bit of sewing, we got her machine out. I started messing about with ideas, and I came across, or for a while now, I've had this idea in my head. I wanted a maxi skirt, because the weather is not quite as hot as it has been, but it's still reasonably warm. Something sort of flowy and comfortable to wear when it's a bit warm. And yeah, I haven't got any maxi skirts at all in my wardrobe, and the fabric I used was in my stash from, I think it was from the Christmas haul that my husband bought me. So it's a turquoise and black stripe, and I went through all my patterns and came across this pattern, which is a new look pattern, number K6348, and this actually came free with Sew magazine. And initially I kind of was like, oh yeah, that's okay, put it in the drawer or in the cupboard. But when I was looking through yesterday, trying to come up with ideas of what I could be busying myself with whilst I was teaching my daughter on her sewing machine, I thought, I don't know, I could make, I'm not interested in the tie detail particularly on the front here. I'm not keen on that sort of wrap look around the waist. But the line drawing suggested that, you know, it's just a plain simple jersey skirt. So I made myself a maxi skirt, and I am really pleased with this skirt. I'll stand up and show you. So you can see it's turquoise and black. I matched all my stripes down the side, on both sides. And I did that by basting together the seams using a tacking stitch and a walking foot first, and then I overlocked it once it was secured so that they wouldn't move around. I'll show you the waistband. I messed with the waistband a bit and made it go up vertical rather than horizontal, just to give it a little bit of, not that anyone ever sees that because it's usually underneath the top. It's just a plain and simple jersey skirt. So I'll stand on the chair so you can see. Well, you can't quite see my feet, but it does go right the way down to the floor, and I'll try and insert some pictures of me wearing it so that you can see the effect. But I can't tell you how comfortable this skirt is, and I just want to make tons of them now. I'm not much of a skirt dressy kind of a girl, which we talked about last video, but this feels different. Because it's so comfy, I don't feel dressed up. It's kind of effortless dressed up, and I feel smarter wearing it. So I think I would definitely make more of these style dresses or skirts. It was really quick and easy. The main thing that took the time was altering the pattern to suit me. So I used the tissue measurements. So I used a ruler and measured the tissue paper to make sure that I got the right size, because sometimes you get a bit caught out with big 4 patterns because they include a lot of ease in their patterns. So I ended up cutting a 14, I think, based on my hip measurement, because I wanted it to be form-fitting but not tight, because I think the beauty of this skirt is it's quite flowy, and it's flattering in the fact that it's quite flowy. So I cut the size 14, but then I've discovered that actually that was quite baggy around the top, around my waist. So, and also the pattern suggests that you turn over a 5 centimetre seam and then make an elastic channel. And I don't like elasticated waist skirts very much. I don't think they're all that flattering when they gather all the way around. So I decided to draft my own waistband by cutting, so I put the skirt on, cut 5 centimetres off the top of the pattern piece, and then made myself a waistband, sewed the waistband together at both the sides and the top, and flipped it over and made almost like a cuff. So the same way that you would make a jersey cuff on a sleeve, or a waistband on a top, except up the other way. So you can see there's no raw edges inside, and it's overlocked to the top of the skirt in the same way that a sweatshirt waistband cuff would be. And actually it's kind of like yoga pants, so comfortable and not restrictive, and yeah, so I'm super pleased. I also had to take quite a lot of the length because these patterns are obviously designed for 7-foot models, so I think I ended up chopping about 3 inches off the bottom of this skirt to get it to fit properly. And I also shaved about 1/4 of an inch off both the side seams just to bring it in tiny until I was, you know, happy with the fit. So the pattern is all altered and ready for the next one, so I don't know what to make the next one out of, but I have got a couple of jerseys in my stash that I'm thinking of, so I will keep you posted on that front. And also, because jersey is so quick to sew up, I made another Winnet's tank. So in my last video I talked about this book, Sewing with Wendy Ward, and the Winnet's tank, which is just a basic tank shape which you can hack into all sorts of different styles. I made another one, and this is out of that shark jersey which has been in my stash for a while. So you might remember also in my charity shop haul video I bought myself a second-hand blue t-shirt to chop up and turn into something else, and so that's what's ended up being the neck and armhole bands on here. I've also got some of that left, and my plan is to make my son a raglan t-shirt using the sharks on probably the main body of the t-shirt and perhaps the blue for the sleeves, because it was a size 22 t-shirt I think, so there's enough fabric probably left to do a 5-year-old's sleeves from that. So yeah, I wore it yesterday. Isn't it funny how sometimes you have a fabric that you really love and then you make it up into something and you're a bit meh, it's alright, I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. It kind of says pajamas to me. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. But anyway, I needed some more tanks. In fact, I need a black one because this one is a ready-to-wear strappy one, and as the weather isn't quite so hot as it has been, it'd be nicer to have like thicker strapped tank to go with this skirt. So I think that's nearly all I want to talk about today. I'm starting to think about winter and autumn sewing, things that I really ought to start planning now, although you might have noticed I'm not much of a planner. I do like to think about what I'm going to make, but sometimes inspiration just takes and you've got to go with it. But for the last couple of years I've been promising myself I would make this coat. So this coat is from this book which I've talked about before, The Fox, the Bear and the Bunny. It's full of fantastic children's clothes, and I've been desperate to try my hand at a coat for a while, so I'm going to start researching. I think corduroy might be the way forward. That one there is made from orange corduroy. It looks really cute. So yeah, I'm starting to think about things like that, because if you don't start early enough with winter sewing, oftentimes you find the weather's already suddenly really cold and you've got a whole ton of stuff that you haven't made yet. So that is my plan. Thanks very much for watching. I will be doing a subscriber giveaway in my next video, and I just need to get the embroidery done and find a hoop to fit so that I can then send that to the winner. Yeah, please subscribe to my channel. On my analytics that come up on YouTube, half the people that watch me don't subscribe, so if you guys all subscribed, I'd be, you know, properly up there in the 2,000 subscriber category, which would be awesome. And if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't know already, because I didn't know when I first started off on YouTube, in order to subscribe to people's channels, you need to have a Google account, I think. So that's pretty straightforward to set up, and then you can then have as many subscriptions as you like. Okay, thanks very much. I'll see you next time. Bye.